Hey everybody, Steve-O here from Movies and TV's on the Ball. And I was just wondering what was your thoughts on the great comedian Bernie Mac? I love his show. I was a huge fan of the show. I love his movies. I think my most Googleable film he was in was probably Ocean's films where he was part of the ensemble. But I did love him in films with Chris Rock in Head of State. But of course, his crown jewel was probably the Bernie Mac show, and of course, which was hilarious because he's like, America, let me tell you something about these kids, these doggone kids. And I love the fact that he had so much humor and he was funny and he really kind of brought something. He was really great in Head of State, as I said before, where he played Chris Rock's older brother who was his campaign manager, and he was a Bell's bondsman. And I thought that was fun. And then he was in, I'm trying to think, Ocean's movie. I think his last film was Soul Man, which had Isaac Hayes' last film, and it had, I think, him and Samuel L. Jackson played like aging, like soul musicians that had to kind of get the band back together. And I think Isaac Hayes, it was his last film as well. But he was also in Old Dogs, and he was in, Old Dogs, and I think his other films included, of course, one of his best Christmas films was probably, if I had to mention, was probably Bad Santa, which I felt like Bad Santa was pretty fun and, raunchy Christmas film. But let me know what your thoughts are on Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac's show, his career and his filmography, I think he brought something that, it's sort of nice. I was watching the Bernie Mac show episodes on, I guess, Hulu or Netflix, and as I was watching it, you just have to say you miss him. And I remember when he passed away, I think the headline, I don't remember if it was People or if it was People or if it was like Entertainment Weekly. I can't remember what publication said this, but heaven just got fun. When he passed away, they said, heaven just got funny, America. And so I end on that. Let me know what your thoughts are on Bernie Mac's filmography and his show. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite film he was in. And as always, like and subscribe. And R.I.P. Mr. Mac. You've done well. Thanks, and see you at the movies. Bye.